Appreciate it. My pleasure now to invite Mr. Prashant Jain. He is the CEO of Oswal Books. Prashant, who holds a master's degree in publishing from University of Arts, London, completed his BBA from MIT University, Noida. Prior to joining Oswal Books in 2006, he worked at John Blake Publishing, London, and further at Procter & Gamble, UK, where he worked for 2 years as a national account manager for health, beauty, and snacks categories. Apart from his exuberant marketing and leadership skills, he also has a knack for recognizing business opportunities even under crisis. A firm believer of self-growth and constant learning, Prashant has a vision to establish Oswal Books as the leader across educational spectrum in India. He is passionate about providing a world-class education to Indian students. Prashant, welcome to the show and really appreciate you coming and talking to us today.
Thanks a lot, Ketan, and I'm grateful for having me here.
Okay, Prashant, so let me ask a very important question related to your business. With number of students passing out of colleges, which has grown multifold in the last few years, and hence the demand for educational books, around 60% of the books published every year are educational books. How do you see the future of Indian academic publishing industry, and also tell us the journey of Oswal Books?
Sure. Ketan, a very interesting question. I'd like to answer that in a few parts. So you spoke about educational publishing. You know, it breaks into two actually. The first being school books. Now, over the past few years, school books education sector has been growing consistently. When I say that, what I mean is new schools are opening faster. Parents are putting more focus on their kids' school education now. They're spending more and more money, and not just money, they're also giving more time and attention to how their kids' education goes in school. So that sector is doing very well. In fact, you know, advancement of e-commerce and online has actually helped the books industry there, with the discovery and buying of books becoming much simpler. That has actually helped the sector. When we talk about the other part, which is the college education, in the last 20 years, as you might very well know, you know, thousands of management and engineering colleges mushroomed in India. But you know, they failed on the promise of providing jobs. So the last few years have actually seen a huge drop in admissions in these colleges, which has affected the academic book publishing as well. All in all, if you say, I would say the whole sector, we cannot, you know, give a definite answer how is it doing, but yes, a few publishers which are keeping up with the times are doing very well, and some are not, like any other industry.
No, I think that very interesting comments. I think as any business might have challenge and opportunities, both this industry also is going through this, and you rightly mentioned there was a big boom of massive education sectors, and number of colleges coming up and number of students enrolling, and the jobs creation becoming an issue through those institutes, leading to other challenges. And leading to that, another challenge which probably can also be an opportunity in your industry is over the years, you know, the demand for digital content has increased only, and it's all increasing day by day. As students are more inclined towards digital education and they are more receptive towards animation, new technologies like VR, artificial intelligence, AR, and any kind of other videos. Hence the whole ecosystem has changed, and both print and digital channels coexist and supplement each other. And to add on to this, do you think the Indian publishers are now receptive towards digital transformation and planning to come up with more digitally innovative products, while you of course take care of your legacy of physical books and the legacy business you had?
Ketan, one great thing you said there, you know, students are more receptive towards digital learning now. You know, I would say that statement is partly true, because you know, kids and students do not know what is digital learning. They always understand learning and they want to choose the easiest path to it. Obviously, you know, to get there in the easiest way, digital is a big help. In the past few years, we've seen two parts of this story. So there are the traditional publishers who believe that learning can only happen through books, and there are these edtech companies who believe that learning can happen very well only if done online and completely online. And the answer lies actually in your question where you said, you know, both are existing together, coexisting. So we at Oswal Books again believe, the future is for blended learning. The way has to be the simplest for students. If they want to do any long deep study, a book could be the easiest for them. When they want to understand and experiment better, why not watch a couple of videos online? If they want to understand a diagram better, I would suggest them, and they actually use augmented reality on their phone now. So what is happening is a very efficient mix of all these tools, which now cannot be defined between digital and non-digital. Whatever makes a student's life simpler is part of their lives now. When you say, are publishers ready for this change? I would say there are a lot of publishers which are driving this innovation. Apart from publishers, there are lots of other edtech companies also which are driving this innovation, and there are a few which will catch up very well. Well, the remaining, I'd like to call them dinosaurs, because they will become extinct if they do not catch up.
You rightly mentioned the world is, we call it phygital or hybrid, or in any industry. So I think no different in your industry too. So from your perspective, what kind of innovations you are driving to align yourself into this new reality or new normal, or any specific word you may want to have in the current situation? What are you driving specifically in order to be relevant?
So we at Oswal Books, for the past 10 years, everything we do, we try to keep the students and their learning at the center of everything that we do. We started bringing out e-versions of our books, or e-books, 5 years ago. We were the first publishers to do that in India. It wasn't a big success then, but it helped a lot of students. We have a lot of demand from outside India. There are a lot of areas in India where deliveries of books were not available. So it helped them a lot. We did that 5 years ago. 3 years ago, we started providing concept videos to all students on our website, because we believed some concepts can be learned better when watched on a video. Following on with this, a couple of years ago, we started putting everything in mind map form. So that was a big innovation that we did. Students loved it across the country. Everything that we do, we try and put a mind map for them. It makes their learning much simpler, retention very easier. Very recently, we've launched a product called flashcards. Now, it's a very innovative way of learning for students. It doesn't take a lot of time. It is very fun. It is very playful. It doesn't make the learning process complicated. Another example I'll give you. So we are a company which have never had work from home in the past until Corona happened. When it did finally, all our team, all 75 members, they started working from home. So I'm talking about April, and we were the first publishers to actually bring out books when the lockdown ended in June, because everyone in our team was working from home. So technology is now at the heart of everything we do at Oswal Books, and we believe if we have to transform the lives of our students, which are our customers, and if we have to transform our company, technology has to be at the core of everything that we do.
One final question, Prashant, which I would love to understand. As a company like HP, which is a tech provider or a leading company in India across computing, printing industry, where do you think we can add more value, and how can we partner more with companies like you to really drive this transformation journey, and how can we keep adding value to all of you?
Wow. This answer I could speak to about, for 15 minutes, but I'll try and keep this short. So, the first being, as we all know, there are so many college students who pass out, but, they do not have the right skill set to be employed in the industry. At the very same time, the industry also suffers from a crunch of good capital, good human capital. HP can do, a very, very pivotal role there. You could, train these graduates maybe for 6 months or a year and make them employable immediately. Now, HP has seen innovation happen not just for 5 years, 10 years, probably for more than 50 years. You guys already know what technologies will the world start using 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line. If you can train students, make them employable, you're not just helping them get a job, you're also helping, companies like ours and smaller and bigger ones. That is one part of that. The other thing, companies which are small but growing, they know technology is important. They know they have to adapt technology to change with the times. but they don't know how. You know, that is
Yeah.
where HP can play a very, very important role. India especially is actually run by small and medium businesses, and
Absolutely.
if HP can help them, you know, you'll be helping India grow faster. That is how, you know, I would like to rest my case.
No, thank you. I think you touched upon the two different areas of how we can really add value to businesses and how can we actually play a role of a larger social responsibility of really building the youth of the country and make them employable through digital techniques, and both of the areas where we are really focused on. But yes, nothing better than hearing from the owners themselves in terms of what they expect from companies like us. Prashant, this was fantastic, great insights in terms of how you have transformed the company, how technology has really helped you drive the transformation, and some good intake for us also in terms of what we can do as HP in order to continue to add value to you and the youth at large. So thank you very much for joining today. Appreciate you doing this for us.
Thanks a lot. Same to you, Ketan.
My pleasure.